Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who news type video. Today we're going to be breaking down this recent Doctor Who trailer for the upcoming centenary special, Power of the Doctor. So yeah, this is the episode that celebrates 100 years of the BBC with different bits of Doctor Who history scattered throughout, and it looks absolutely insane. I mean, genuinely kind of insane. I'm almost at a loss for words. This is probably the best trailer we've got from Doctor Who. And before we do dive into the trailer, we've got a bunch of new promo images, so I'm going to briefly discuss them. Doctor Who's official Twitter put out this tweet. It says, "It's incredibly dangerous. Anything could happen. The Power of the Doctor, coming the 23rd of October 2022. So we do finally have a confirmed air date, which is only in like 2 weeks. I think that is 2 weeks from today until the episode airs, which I don't know why they've left it this long to put out a big trailer, but I mean, pop off BBC, it's a great trailer and I'm glad we finally got it. First image is the trio in spacesuits in the Tardis. Nothing too much to delve into there. Then we've got Tegan, Ace, and just generic unit soldiers, presumably in what is the unit base. Now, we know that this base, because of the trailer, which I'll talk about later, we know the base goes like under siege from the Cybermen. Really cool. Then we've got the Rasputin-looking master. Yeah, he probably, like, if you look behind him, it looks like he's in some sort of royal place. He's probably impersonating Rasputin. Sasha talked about the fact that he wants his master to be the master of disguise, so it does make sense. And then this image, jaw-dropping, insane image, which I'm probably using in the thumbnail because it's so good, but yeah, Jodie Whittaker regenerating. It seems to be in some sort of weird little box thing, so I'm presuming this isn't her final regeneration, but what it could be is all these rumours about classic Doctors maybe returning. We know David Tennant's coming back, not in this special probably, but maybe that box sort of zaps her into former incarnations, something like that. That's just a wild theory, so don't get too excited with that. There may be no classic Doctors or anything like that in the episode, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think that is where she will regenerate, because Jodie's also talked in interviews about the fact that she regenerates like on a beach or like one long shot. It's probably not there. But yeah, we'll now just dive straight into the trailer. We're going to go shot by shot so we don't miss anything, because there is so much going on in this trailer. And yeah, the promise of a multi-Doctor story is basically confirmed. I'm not going to tell you why though, I'm going to leave you in anticipation, but there's one shot from the trailer where people keep missing something in the bottom right corner, which kind of confirms multi-Doctor story. But anyway, first up we have the TARDIS whizzing through the cool vortex thing. It's not the usual Jodie space vortex, but it's cool nonetheless. Here we have Jodie. I can't really tell where she is. I think she's in the same room as the next shot, which is the Master. Is that the room where she's regenerating in? I can't really tell, but whatever the room is, it's a pretty funky room. But yeah, here we have the Master, blue lights behind him, possibly suggesting the Cyber Time Lords or just generic Cybermen behind him. This is him in his Rasputin era, as I mentioned earlier. He's got, he's got his big long hair, beard. Maybe he's in disguise. Maybe he sends the Doctor to come and look for him. Maybe he's the one tampering with history, because we know that in the trailer they say, like, famous paintings are going missing, seismologists, which I'm pretty sure seismologists are like earthquake people, like they're all disappearing, so that maybe the answers about what's happening to the world can't be confirmed, I don't know, but yeah, it's probably down to the Master, or maybe there's a secret hidden villain in the episode that we're all missing. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Yeah, so next shot is the TARDIS going through what we've seen, like the vortex always looks like in the Jodie era, possibly even going through Gallifrey, because there's some orangey light, and whenever the 13th Doctor travels to Gallifrey, she goes through that little sort of wormhole thing, because it's in its own little bubble, I think, canonically, probably. Anyway, over Kate Stewart talking about the fact that there's all these seismologists going missing, we have an earthquake thingy, like a big lava volcano, that's what they're called. We have a volcano bursting, Is that on Earth? Probably. I can't really tell whether it is, but I'm presuming it is, which is pretty cool. Next, we have Kate Stewart. Now, this, I think, is her finishing off the line, talking to Jodie and Yaz about this whole seismologists going missing and all of that jazz. We have Kate, the Doctor, and Yaz, and then in a second, we're going to reveal big character. But yeah, this is probably the unit base. I'm presuming it looks quite Unity, and obviously Kate Stewart's in charge. It does make me wonder, is Osgood going to come back? Are we going to see Osgood at any point? She's not in the trailer, but like, what's Osgood doing? I mean, in Flux, Kate Stewart confirmed that she's still alive and kicking, because she rang Osgood and said, I'm going dark. Ooh, maybe Osgood's on a mission in Brazil or something, who knows? But yeah. Then we see where Kate is taking the Doctor and Yaz, and this is presumably the first meeting of the Doctor and Ace in all these decades, or however many years long it's been. But yeah, you get Ace looking at one of the missing paintings, which is a really cool shot, but really strange. I mean, why is she just standing there? But yeah, I mean, you've got Jodie probably meeting Ace in this shot, which is just really, really cool. I mean, glad we don't see the meeting in the trailer, because that would sort of ruin the moment. But yeah, really hyped for the episode. Then we get a close-up shot of Ace looking quite concerned at the missing painting, which is really cool. It does make me wonder, is Ace coming back in a similar sense to Sarah Jane in School Reunion, where a classic companion is sort of so, I don't know, like hung up on the Doctor? Maybe like Donna in Partners in Crime, where she wants to fight the Doctor again, so she goes to these mysterious happenings. Something like that could be happening. Pretty cool. Anyway, this next shot is something really interesting to talk about, and I cannot for the life of me figure out where they are. I am tempted to say maybe this is Gallifrey, and they've turned the colours blue so that we don't think about it, or alternatively it's like the Cyberman home world, because they're very Cyberman-y lights up there if they are actually blue. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I think maybe it is Cyberman. Maybe it's got something to do with Division. I don't really know, but yeah, we've got a really cool quarry-looking place. I mean, Chris Chibnall's kind of reminding me of Broadchurch with this. Like, yeah, Broadchurchy setting. But yeah, a beach, Doctor and Yaz. I mean, they always said they wanted a beach to confess their feelings, and we did kind of get that in Legend of the Sea Devils, but who knows, something may be coming back to do with that. I also think there's a very possibility that this is where Jodie Whittaker regenerates, because it's a cool setting, and a regeneration outdoors, I think, is rumoured and leaked and all that jazz. So yeah, Jodie and Yaz probably exploring this place. I think at the end of the episode, she's probably going to die there, which can be really cool. Now, this shot is insane for Doctor Who. I think this is one of the best looking sort of explosion-y things Doctor Who's ever done. But yeah, this is what I presume is probably going to be the unit base being absolutely blown to smithereens. Like, the entire building is just boom, 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 boom from the top. Looks insane. Cannot wait for this shot in the actual thing. Like, mad. And also, I want to know the context of it. Is someone going to be left in there? Are we going to get like an Adric moment of, oh no, Adric's still on board, boom, something like that? I don't know. Maybe a classic companion will die to really impact the Doctor. Or alternatively, I think maybe Kate Stewart's going to die in this episode, because I think if you had to kill off any character, I think Kate Stewart would be a good one, because she's an alright character and I do really like her when she crops up, but she hasn't actually got that much to do. Especially in Flux, she just stands there. So maybe giving her an emotional, impactful goodbye death, that'd be really cool. Anyway, next shot, we've got a classic pulling on the TARDIS lever shot. Really, like, vibes. There's not much to say about it, but really, really cool. Then we have Dan, I think it's Dan. We've got, like, 2 females in spacesuits and 1 male jumping down, so I presume it's Dan. Dan jumps onto this bullet train that has been sort of talked about and leaked before. I mean, a bullet train, probably a sci-fi word thing that Chris Chibnall's made up. But yeah, they're in their orange spacesuits, jumping onto the top of the train while it's hurtling through this weird vortex thing. Now, this is the same vortex as the TARDIS was hurtling through earlier, so maybe it's some sort of weird interdimensional thing. Maybe it's got something to do with Division or hopping universes, something like that. I don't really know, but whatever it is, it does look cool. Then we've got, like, mid-shot of Dan on the bullet train going through the portal thingy, close-ups of Jodie and Yaz, and then we've got this really weird-looking CGI TARDIS, which hopefully that's... I mean, it might look better on a big screen, but it does not look great right now, honestly. I mean, Yeah, also, sorry if you can hear noise. My flatmates, I live right next to the kitchen, and obviously it's lunchtime, so everyone's eating lunch. But yeah, anyway, we've got the TARDIS in, like, Mushroom Land. I did see people making jokes on Twitter about, oh, he's with Chris Pratt, so there's Super Mario. Oh, I don't know, it looks really strange. And I mean, it looks entirely CGI, the entire shot. I don't know, I'm not convinced. But then we don't know the context of it. We don't know if it'll look better on screen. It might not be finished CGI, etc., etc. Here is the Master, sat very ominously, and I think he at this point in the episode seems to be warning the Doctor, saying, like, look, this is the day you die. I want to help you, Doctor. Come with me. Trust me. And is he going to get the generic third act betrayal? Or, hopefully, like I think the character of the Master should, get redeemed again? I mean, we did have that with Missy. Is he pre-Missy, post-Missy? Maybe we'll find out. But, right, next shot of the trailer. Is this, really interesting here, a Dalek in the TARDIS? Now, he's not actually in the TARDIS, but it's sort of like a hologram projection of a Dalek trying to talk to the Doctor in the TARDIS. Don't really know what they're saying, don't really know what they're doing, but it's pretty funky. I mean, I think it almost... This Dalek seems to be warning the Doctor that there's a Dalek incursion or Dalek invasion about to happen on Earth, but we don't know the contexts. And is it telling the truth? Like, why is a Dalek trying to contact the Doctor? I mean, that was a leaked statement from ages ago from TV Zone. Why is a Dalek trying to contact the Doctor? What are they doing? Why? Is it a trap? Who knows? Maybe it's a trap. How does this all tie together, though, is my question, because this is, like, enough for an entire series of stuff. Anyway, next shot seems to be on, like, a Dalek ship or Dalek underground place. You've got a bunch of Daleks and a big machine. Don't know what's in the machine. Whatever it is, it's pretty funky. And also, this location seems to line up with where, in the first trailer, we saw Sophie Aldred's Ace with her classic baseball bat smacking 2 cents into some Daleks. So, who knows? Maybe this is where Ace comes in and badonks a Dalek on the head. I don't know, it looks pretty cool, though. Alien planet? Maybe. Could be underground on Earth. Maybe that's where this Dalek incursion, Dalek invasion is happening, like underground on Earth somewhere. Could be pretty funky. Then we get the trio in the TARDIS again, and they seem to be rolling out a big ladder. Now, my guess is they take the TARDIS into where the bullet train is, they drop the ladder onto the roof of the bullet train, jump on the bullet train, we're seeing the shots out of sequence. That would make sense, that's pretty cool. Anyway, next shot, we have Vinder, who I genuinely forgot was in the episode, but shout out to Vinder, we love a bit of Vinder on the channel. But yeah, Vinder stood behind the TARDIS on that alien planet thing, and he seems to be like on FaceTime or something on the phone. Now, take note of where this TARDIS is, because in a minute, that'll make sense. But yeah, Vinder is stood outside a TARDIS on the phone to someone. Maybe he's calling the Doctor. And by that, I mean maybe he's calling the 13th Doctor, because maybe there's multi-Doctors, but keep going with me. Anyway, then we get Yaz doing an emotional, no, Doctor, I love you sort of thing. Obviously, she doesn't say I love you, because maybe that will happen. Maybe Thasmin's going to happen in the episode, but I'm glad they haven't confirmed it in the trailer. I hope Yaz gets a happy ending. But yeah, next shot. This is really cool. It's kind of like Bad Wolf reminiscent from 2008, but the ha 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 is what's said on the iconic pull to open public police call box sign, which is really, really cool. Once again, if you look right in the corner, that seems to be the TARDIS that Vinder is stood outside of. From the location of it, it's definitely on that weird alien blue planet. So yeah, I'm presuming that's got something to do with the Master. Maybe this is the Master's third act betrayal sort of thing, because the Master's the one who always laughs, unless, I don't know, there's some other thing going on. Next shot, we see this big white light wiggling around something on this alien planet. The more I look at it, the more I think maybe it isn't, or it doesn't have anything to do with Gallifrey, and it is just this separate, maybe Mondas, I don't know, blue cyber planet thing. Then we get the shot of the Master that we've seen before, where he's like, this is the day you die. Ooh. Now here we have, I think that is Earth, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it might not be. No, it can't be, can it? Look at the planet, unless the continents have been broken up. I don't know. Maybe that, what is possibly Earth and the blue planet, the other planet, colliding with these big sort of regeneration-y balls flying at them. Maybe that's got something to do with the Doctor. It also, this shot seems to be taken from the other planet that the bad CGI Tardis is on. Maybe it's got something to do with that. Pretty cool. Another shot of the Master. Then we have what is definitely Earth firing a massive red laser at another planet or spaceship or something. I don't know. Or alternatively, that actually, I think it's more likely that alien planet, spaceship, whatever, is firing at Earth because it's a red laser beam from a red planet, and Earth probably doesn't have that sort of technology. But yeah, I don't know. That looks really cool. Let me know your theories on that in the comments. Is that a spaceship? Maybe that's sort of like the Master's destruction ship of doom. Ooh, maybe it's got something to do with Tecteun and the return of the Division. Or maybe Tecteun is actually dead and that's a very disappointing, underwhelming plot arc. Who knows? But yeah, then we get a close-up of the lone Cyberman with his little cyber friends behind him. Ooh, cyber friends. Then we get Jodie and Yaz running into the TARDIS as a laser beam fires past them. Now this, I think, is... Oh, okay. Here we go. Next shot. Is this a multi-Doctor story? Because there's two TARDISes in this shot. You've got to zoom in, but on the right side and the left side, there's two different TARDISes. Now, multi-Doctor, there have been murmurs and rumourings of classic Doctors coming back, like Sylvester McCoy to say hi to Ace, and obviously you've got like the ones who were sort of seen in Cardiff were Sylvester McCoy, David Bradley, who plays the first Doctor now, and what's his name, Colin Baker. So maybe they're back. I don't know. Alternatively, this could be the fugitive Doctor, or it could just be some timey-wimey nonsense of Jodie's TARDIS being split twice, because it does, I think, it's difficult to tell because it's fuzzy when you zoom in, but I think it is two of Jodie's TARDIS box. And if it's two of Jodie's TARDIS box, A, they're covering it up for the trailer, or B, it is two Jodies, something like that. Maybe even, because we know David Tennant uses a Jodie Whittaker police box in the 60th special. Maybe it's got something to do with Tennant, but probably not, because I don't think it's going to tie into the 60th that much. But yeah, at the top of this shot, we see that red laser beam being fired out onto this planet from seemingly like a portal. So I reckon maybe, you know the shot where the planet's firing the red laser? Maybe it's firing the red laser at Earth, they open up a portal and send the laser here so it doesn't damage Earth, something like that. Then you've got the Master doing a very Joker-esque sort of woo dance. This is probably, once again, his betrayal. He's having a happy dance, he's doing his evil stuff, and yeah, so then we get a shot of them sort of going through this bullet train galaxy. Then we have an insanely cool shot. This is definitely how Ace and Tegan escape the unit building when just before it blows up or something. But yeah, Ace jumps out of a window and she's parachuting down what seems to be the London skyline, which that's insane. Like that's just insanely cool. And I reckon she's going to have like Nitro 9 or something. She's in a big Ace jacket again. She's going to have Nitro 9, lob it at the Cybermen, let the building blow up, and she and Tegan jump out. Then we get the shot of Tegan with a gun. These two firing at the lone Cyberman and a bunch of other Cybermen, which is pretty funky. Then we get a spaceship which kind of looks like an X-Wing flying out of a green vortex thing towards this blue planet. Yeah, that almost looks like the Death Star. Pretty funky. Anyway, we've got the bullet train whistling through the galaxy. It says her final battle. Drumroll. More bullet train stuff. And then we get Jodie and Yaz running while there's lasers being shot at them once again on this cool blue planet. Close-up of Yaz looking really, really sad. And then this weird blue corridor. I think it's probably a cyber ship. I mean, it's difficult to tell because obviously context is missing. But yeah, probably a cyber ship being blown up. Close-up of the Daleks, there's a bunch of them in a row, and then we get the classic, yes, shot as regeneration energy bursts out of the 13th Doctor, and then we get the title, Power of the Doctor, blah, 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 looking really, really cool, really, really funky. But yeah, I genuinely can't wait for this episode. I think we have kind of got it confirmed Joe Martin is coming back now. I mean, leaks and stuff have said that for ages, but there's two TARDISes in that one shot. That looks amazing. Hopefully there's classic Doctors and stuff happening as well. Let me know who you'd like to see come back, because I feel like this trailer shows us quite a bit, but it doesn't spoil it. It doesn't tell us what happens, which is brilliant. But yeah, I can't wait. Genuinely can't wait. This is looking like it's going to be a great send-off to Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, which I'm so glad about. It's also looking like it's going to be a great treat for all the fans out there. And hopefully it can hold up. Hopefully it works. Hopefully the episode comes out and everybody's happy with it. And maybe we'll get a Tennant regeneration at the end, which I think is incredibly likely. I think she's going to regenerate on that beach into David Tennant at the end of the episode, which, yeah, banging. Can't wait. Genuinely love it. Only got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to go tomorrow, I think. 2 weeks tomorrow. And then it's here. It's here. Finally. We've waited for so long, but can't wait. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Make sure you stay up to date with the channel because our Doctor Who fan film, Echo's Return, is coming very soon. Hopefully in like a month. There you go. Air date. Ooh. Thank you for watching and goodbye.